Hey everybody, it's your boy Eddie Ed. College football is among us again. Now, I've been studying for 3 straight days. I feel like I'm ready for the test. As soon as I see these lineups, it's gonna come to me naturally, like it always does. Iowa State, Kansas State at home, 3.5. I have to go with them, but like I said, always be careful with the first game. It's always there to trap you, but I just don't see. Iowa State is a decent opponent, but Kansas State at home, I feel is going to dominate. I'll give it to Kansas State. Iowa State against UNLV, I'll give it to UNLV. I like it more in the teaser, but I feel they're good enough to actually cover this point spread. I do feel they should cover. Kansas and Fresno. I've never liked Kansas. Fresno is not really that good of a team. I wouldn't put this one on your big money lineup, but yeah, I would give it to Kansas to win and cover. Sam Houston against Western Kentucky. Sam Houston is not bad. Western Kentucky is a veteran squad. And they're at home. I put this one more as a guaranteed. I feel Western Kentucky should carry this one. Should win this one guaranteed by over 9 points. Hawaii and Stanford. Is there a trap in here somewhere? I just don't see how Hawaii could beat Stanford. Stanford is definitely a good school in football. This one spells trap all over it, but I just don't see where it could be. Stanford has not dropped that far down for them to lose to a team like Hawaii, so I'll give it to Stanford. Stony Brook against San Diego State. Well, we have no points, so I can't predict this one right now. South Florida against Boise. They're almost evenly matched. I would have to give it more to Boise. Boise has been through everything. They've proven themselves for 20 plus years. I'll give it to Boise to cover easily over South Florida. South Florida is always, you never know what kind of game is going to come out of them. But they do play good against elite teams. You've seen what they've done against Alabama. They do cover points. I wouldn't put this one in my best lineup because South Florida is at home. But I'll give it to Boise to cover. Bowling Green against Lafayette. Bowling Green guaranteed. Yeah, I'll take it guaranteed. Rutgers guaranteed cover these 11 points. Ohio's okay, but Rutgers at home had a great season last year. I don't see them not having an easy game at home. This will be a easy one. Delaware State and Delaware, we just leave games like this alone. I'll just leave it alone. NC State against East Carolina. NC State does not lose. I like it. Do they cover? It's a little bit iffy. But I do feel NC State is a better team. I'm a little iffy if they cover or not, but I do like them to win. UCF guaranteed covers the 16.5. Jacksonville State is just garbage. They're not UCF's level at all. Louisiana Monroe guaranteed cover. I'll take them even up to 25 points. Wyoming should definitely be good enough to beat Akron. Akron is just garbage. Yeah, I'll take this one guaranteed. Guaranteed. And even though I don't like Wyoming, but against Akron, this has to be a guarantee hit and cover. Central Arkansas against Missouri. Yeah, I'll take it up to I know it's going to be a high point spread. I will have to go back on my notes on this. I don't have it with me right now. So I'm going to have to skip this one for now. Duke against oh, 29 and a half. Now, Duke is not that good to beat a team by 29 and a half. I'll give it to Elon. I'll give it to Elon to cover. I'm very high on the positive side that they'll cover. Duke is not that good. No points right now. Guarantee win, Minnesota. Buffalo's, they have gotten blown out by other teams. Not as good as Minnesota. Minnesota at home, the first game. Yeah, Minnesota's good enough to cover these points. I'll give it to Minnesota strong. Buffalo has surprised some teams on certain games, but Minnesota's going to have too much momentum at home. I'll give it to them to cover. Houston guaranteed also up to 15 points. I won't take it too much higher. UAB also, but it's going to be a high point spread. I will have to go back to my notes and look at this. I don't think Alabama State is too good at all. But you don't put all your chips on a team like UAB. Ooh, Miami, Ohio. Yeah, they cover these points against Wisconsin. Miami, Ohio is a good team. Wisconsin is not too good. I see Miami, Ohio covering. Wisconsin does win. He's not going to lose to a team like Miami, Ohio. But they're going to cover the points. Nebraska over Cincinnati. This is a coin flip. This really is a coin flip right there. I can't choose a winner on this one. Army guaranteed. It's gonna be a really high point spread. Yeah, I see Appalachian State covering against Charlotte. Charlotte is just garbage. Yeah, there's a guaranteed cover. FIU against. Yeah, I'm gonna have to skip this one. Wake Forest guaranteed cover against Kennesaw State. Wake Forest is good enough to cover against this team. This team does show light on certain games, but Wake Forest is not that bad. They should cover this against this team. Michigan State. I'll give it to Michigan to win guaranteed. I usually don't give it to Michigan State to cover points, but I have a strong feeling they will cover. Guaranteed win, though. Kansas against Wagner. I just don't like Kansas. Illinois, yeah, they're dominant. They're gonna destroy Western Illinois. Wish there was a point spread to see what I would pick. Auburn at Baylor. Probably have to give it to Baylor at home, but -1s at home never cover, so I'll probably leave this one alone. Colorado against Georgia Tech. No, Georgia Tech is better than Colorado. I'll give it to Georgia Tech guaranteed to win. UNLV. Yeah, they should cover against San Luis State with no problem. No problem, they cover this point spread. San Jose State. I'll give it to them to cover against Central Michigan. I'll give it to them. Purdue guarantee against Ball State. This is going to be a blowout. Talking about 50-something to 10. Another blowout, Pittsburgh against the Questi. I'll take even up to 38 points. Maryland, FAU. FAU does surprise teams, so I wouldn't put all my chips on this. Maryland should be able to cover, but don't be surprised if FAU covers. Maryland will definitely win, though. Kent State is just horrible. Merrimack also crappy ass team. I'm not touching this. This one, I gotta go Mississippi State guarantee win. Southern Miss is just horrible. Do they cover? I don't know. That point spread is too inviting. I don't like point spreads that are too inviting. They should though. In theory, Mississippi should blow out Southern Miss. They really should. I just don't know why the point spread is so low. I just take it as a gift, I guess. Tulane against Northwestern. Tulane is a better team, but Northwestern will surprise you. I gotta give it to Tulane at home. This one is a 50-50 though. It really is. Northwestern could just come back and surprise you. This is guaranteed Tennessee. But 14.5, I don't like 14.5 point spreads. Be careful. This is a trap game. I'll give it to Tennessee. Guarantee win. They don't lose, but 14 points is just too inviting. So I feel something's up with this game. Texas all the way. This is a guaranteed win. Ohio State is not going to beat Texas. It's going to be... I give it to Texas. Texas is a way better team than Ohio State. Navy guaranteed to VMI. I'll take it even up to 45 points. Navy's going to blow out VMI. Kentucky against Toledo. That's another one. Toledo has the potential to beat Kentucky. Kentucky has the potential to destroy Toledo as well. Toledo is a very good team. -10 shows confidence. I'll take Kentucky with the win. 60% chance they cover. UConn wins guaranteed. Be careful with that point spread. See how high it goes. Yeah, I'll take Boston College over for him. West Virginia, definitely over for Robert Morrison. Indiana, is a little tricky. Old Dominion does play good against certain teams. They're definitely not going to win. Is Indiana going to be dominant like they were last year? If they are, they should cover this easily. But I know Old Dominion, they're not too bad. Be careful with this game, guys. I do feel Indiana's good enough to beat the point spread, though. Louisville destroys Eastern Kentucky. I'll take the high 38 points. Alabama all day against Florida State. This shouldn't even be a contest. Florida State is just garbage. They're gonna take years to recover, just like the Gaza Strip. Oops, sorry, that's horrible. I do feel for the Gazans though. I'm glad China stepped in. I can't believe Russia stepped in for the United States, giving them food. But that's the kind of country we're living in right now. This freaking Donald Trump shit. I see freaking Triple H in the background. I saw Lawrence Taylor, fucking Fox Newscast. What the hell is going on, people? Yo, if you guys are Republican out there, try to convince people to go Democrat. This world is just falling apart. I don't know what the hell happened, guys, but I'm trying to use this platform. You guys know better than me. This guy is a freaking pedophile. He's freaking raped little 14-year-old girls. He knows Bill Clinton's been in that island because he saw him there when he was there. So just don't throw that part out there. Air Force and Bucknell. Air Force has never been one to really cover too much. Air Force does share light at times. I'll give it to Air Force. UNLV. Holy Cross is not that bad. I won't take a big point spread. I gotta go restudy on this Holy Cross. So I gotta see what notes I got on it. But I know Northern Illinois is not too bad. Georgia, Marshall, yeah, this is a blowout right here. I'll take the 39, guarantee I'll take the 39. Penn State just doesn't cover points. I know they have the potential, but they just don't cover. They don't give it their all against weak opponents. They do win, but it might be a 28 zip or 35 zip. I don't see them covering. I'll take Nevada to cover. Hey, sweetie, we're gonna see the show.
If you want, you're on the phone.
I'm only gonna be 5 more minutes.
You're like talking about sports and I'm talking.
I'm not talking about anything else of that. I'm just doing this. Iowa State. South Dakota's not bad. This is the hard one. South Dakota has a chance to cover. Iowa State wins guaranteed, though. Guaranteed they win. UMass is good enough to beat Temple. Temple is just horrible. Liberty and Maine, I'll give it to Liberty. Oregon against Montana State. I look up Montana State. Oregon sometimes don't cover. This could be a trap game. I don't like that 25 points. I smell trap all over it. Arkansas against Alabama A&M. Yeah, I'll give it to Arkansas with high points. Memphis, huge high points. I'll take Memphis. Iowa as well. I'll take them even up to 40 points against Albany. Virginia against Coastal Carolina. I'll give it to Coastal Carolina to cover. But I don't like this point spread. I'd rather just leave this game alone. Oklahoma guaranteed to cover this point spread easily. James Madison guaranteed cover this point. I'll leave this game alone. Vanderbilt wins this game guaranteed. It's going to be a high point spread. Florida, I'll take it with any point spread they throw out there. South Alabama, I'll take South Alabama. They're good. Troy is going to destroy Nicholas State. Western Kentucky is going to destroy North Alabama. Kansas State against North Dakota, 28 points. North Dakota's not that bad. Really not that bad. I see Kansas winning by like 25 points. I don't see them winning by over 28. Arkansas State, yeah, they're gonna destroy Southeast Missouri. Texas A&M. They should destroy UTSA. They should, but I don't like that 21. Looks too inviting. Be careful, guys. Texas Tech, yeah, they're gonna destroy Arkansas Pine Bluff. Clemson and LSU. I'll give it to LSU. Yeah, USC covers this point spread. Michigan covers this point spread. No, I'll leave the Michigan alone. They should, though. Mexico is garbage. LA Tech. But two games within 35, one of them is not going to cover. But then these two are too elite for them not to against these two opponents. LA Tech against Southeastern. Yeah, I'll give it to LA Tech to win. Utah State. Yeah, UTEP is just horrible. I'll give it to Utah State. I don't like that -3. It looks too inviting, though. Be careful, guys. Ole Miss. They should cover against Georgia State. They should. Probably take this one in the first half better. Ole Miss is going to score a ton of points in the first half. Tulsa, yeah, I'll take it with the big point spread. Texas State. Eastern Michigan is not that bad. Texas State should destroy this point spread, though. North Texas wins guaranteed. BYU guaranteed covers this 30. Lafayette and Rice. Yeah, I can give it to Lafayette. They're not losing. I gotta go back and study my notes on Rice. Bryan against New Mexico. I'll leave that one alone. SMU guaranteed win. Don't know what the point spread is, so. Oh, Florida. Fresno, I got Georgia Southern. This is a coin flip. It could go either way. Washington State, I guess. Idaho. Guarantee Washington State doesn't lose, but I just have a feeling I don't like this 11.5. Idaho has played it pretty close against other teams. Washington State, I don't know. It should be an easy game for Washington State, honestly. I'm probably going to do a side bet, just try them out. Arizona State's not the type of team you take with 28 points. I think California's a better team than Oregon State. Arizona covers easily over Hawaii. Washington. I don't know what kind of Washington team we have this year. In theory, they should beat this point spread easily, but I gotta see after week 1. Utah, that should be a guarantee too. South Carolina guaranteed to cover. This is a coin flip. They're both really good teams. I always gotta give the edge to Notre Dame though. TCU guarantee. And that's it, guys. Like always, like and subscribe, and I need to see my channel go up, or you see how much thought I put into these bets, into my choosing and everything. I pick always at a high level. I need to see my channel blow up, or this will be my last video, guys. Take care. Oh, Anthony wanted to use my phone. Is that okay?
Yes, his phone.
I'm just telling you what he asked me.
Why you That's so cool that they made a phone. Which is like